Many people wait until pain arrives before they listen to their bodies. They ignore the small signals, fatigue in the calves, tightness in the thighs, or the cramp that wakes them at night. But the body never lies. It always whispers first before it screams. In the teachings of the East, we say, the root of the tree must be nourished for the branches to grow. Your legs are the roots of your body. They carry you. They ground you. But without the right internal nourishment, even the strongest stance begins to collapse. Today, I will not only tell you what foods to eat to prevent leg cramps, I will teach you why these foods matter and how to consume them with awareness. Because strength is not only physical, strength is presence. Strength is consistency. Strength is knowing what your body truly needs, even before it asks. Listen with attention. The 3 foods I shared today are not exotic, but their effects are profound if you understand them deep. By the end of this speech, you will know how to eat not just to fuel your body, but to support it from the ground up. So sit still, breathe deeply, and let us walk the path of strength and clarity together. When we speak of leg strength, most people think of exercise, lunges, squats, endurance training. But true strength does not begin with movement. It begins far beneath what is visible. Just like a tree cannot stand tall without deep roots, your body cannot stand firm without a solid internal foundation. And this foundation is built by what you consume daily. The food you eat does not just fill your stomach. It builds your blood, it feeds your nerves, and it determines whether your muscles can truly function or simply survive. You see, leg cramps are not random. They are not mere inconveniences. They are messages and messages. The body is always speaking, but we often fail to listen. A cramp in your calf during the night, that is not an accident. That is a sign that something is missing, usually something very specific. It may be magnesium, it may be potassium, it may be calcium. These are not just minerals. They are the silent workers of your inner temple. They are responsible for contraction and relaxation, for flow and recovery. Without them, muscles become confused. They tense without reason. They spasm without warning. And over time, this imbalance leads not only to discomfort, but to injury and weakness. So the first lesson is to change your perspective. Do not treat food as entertainment. Do not consume out of boredom or habit. Begin to see every meal as an opportunity to fortify your foundation. Ask yourself before you eat, does this food give me life? Does it restore balance to my system? Or does it simply satisfy a temporary craving while leaving the root of the problem untouched? Strength is not loud. It is not about how much you lift or how fast you run. Strength is silent and steady. It is in the ability to walk for hours without discomfort, to sleep through the night without sudden pain in your legs, to rise in the morning and feel supported from the ground up. And this kind of strength requires you to be intentional about what you give your body. You would not expect a fire to burn without fuel. Why expect your body to move without proper minerals? To strengthen the legs and prevent the inner trembling that becomes cramps, you must first replenish what is lost, often through stress, through sweat, through poor nutrition. If you begin to pay attention, you will notice the body gives subtle signs before the discomfort. The legs feel heavy. The ankles may feel tight. You may feel less stable when walking. These are signals, and if you ignore them, the body will escalate the message. First a whisper, then a cramp. Many people seek strength in the external world. They think a new supplement, a more intense workout, or a faster lifestyle will bring balance. But the truth is, the solution is often found in simplicity, in the quiet choices you make 3 times a day. Choosing whole foods, choosing water, choosing rest, choosing balance. These are not dramatic actions, but they have dramatic consequences. A person who eats without awareness will never reach their full potential. Their body may look strong, but it will falter under pressure soon. But someone who eats with intention, who chooses to honor their internal needs, will develop a strength that cannot be shaken. Their legs will not tremble, their steps will be stable, and their energy will not disappear suddenly, but will flow steadily throughout the day. So begin now, not tomorrow. Today, strengthen your foundation. Bring back the minerals that modern diets have stripped away. Make space for foods that nourish, not just entertain. Understand that every time you eat, you are building something, or you are weakening it. Let your food become your medicine. Let your choices reflect respect for your body, and let your foundation, your legs, your roots become unshakable. There is a quiet wisdom in nature. She gives us everything we need, without noise, without complexity. Yet many of us look far and wide, searching for solutions in bottles, powders, or extremes, while forgetting that the earth has already provided what the body requires to heal and thrive. When it comes to preventing leg cramps and restoring true leg strength, the answer does not lie in exotic secrets or expensive treatments. It lies in 3 simple foods, not because they are trendy, but because they are effective. These foods carry within them the essential elements that support the deepest functions of the body, especially in the muscles, especially in the legs. The first is the banana. It is not rare, it is not new, but it is profound in what it offers. The banana is rich in potassium, a mineral so vital that without it, the body loses its rhythm. Muscles begin to contract at the wrong time, cramps appear suddenly, and movement becomes painful. Potassium is what keeps the electrical signals in your body flowing properly. It ensures that when you wish to move, the message travels clearly from your brain to your muscles. It regulates tension. It allows the muscles to contract with purpose. And just as importantly, to release. That moment of release, when the muscle relaxes, is when most cramps occur. Without enough potassium, the message to relax never fully reaches the muscle. The result is tightness, spasms, and that familiar sharp pain. When you eat a banana, you are not just satisfying hunger, you are restoring harmony. You are feeding your legs what they need to continue carrying you. A single banana a day can make the difference between waking up refreshed or waking up in the middle of the night with clenched calves. But only if you eat it with intention. Only if you remember why you are eating it. The second food is spinach. This leafy green is a gift that many overlook. In its leaves are high amounts of magnesium and calcium. These 2 minerals are often discussed separately, but in truth, they work together. Magnesium helps muscles relax. Calcium helps them contract. When one is missing, balance is lost. Cramping occurs not because the body is broken, but because it is out of sync. Spinach restores that sync. It brings back the elements the muscles crave, especially after movement, after stress, or after periods of poor nutrition. A single bowl of steamed spinach contains enough magnesium to begin restoring the flow within your nervous system. That flow translates into smoother movement, less tension, and greater strength. Many people think strength comes from pushing harder, but true strength comes from alignment. When your internal elements are in balance, your external actions require less effort. A person with enough magnesium and calcium does not have to fight their own muscles. They move with ease, with less resistance, with greater confidence. Spinach may be humble, but its power lies in its ability to bring your body back to a state of calm readiness. The third food is the sweet potato, a food of the earth, dense, grounding, and rich in complex carbohydrates and potassium. While bananas support the immediate electrical function of muscles, sweet potatoes provide long-lasting fuel. Their slow-digesting sugars keep your energy stable, while their potassium content ensures your muscles remain hydrated and functional throughout the day. When you eat a sweet potato, you are feeding your endurance. You are giving your legs what they need not just to start the journey, but to finish it. There is also something symbolic in this food. It grows underground. It takes its time. It absorbs the energy of the soil and stores it quietly until the moment it is needed. This is the type of strength we must cultivate, quiet, patient, and deep. Sweet potatoes are ideal for those who experience fatigue or cramping after long days on their feet. They replenish both the energy lost and the minerals that were used during the day's movements. These 3 foods, banana, spinach, and sweet potato, are not chosen at random. They are complementary. One provides instant mineral support. One restores deep balance in the muscular system. And one fuels the legs with long-term energy. They are like 3 friends walking beside you, each one supporting a different part of your journey. You do not need to eat them all at once, but include them in your routine. Make them a regular part of your diet. Do not wait for the pain to return. Strength is not something you chase when you lose it. It is something you preserve while you still have it. In the end, the body always reflects the choices you make. If you choose foods that support your foundation, your legs will not betray you. They will support you. They will carry you forward. And they will do so in silence, without pain, without resistance. Just steady, reliable strength. When people speak about health, they often speak about food, supplements, even movement routines. But there is one element more vital than all of these. One that is often ignored, precisely because it is so constant, so available, so quietly present, and that is water. It is strange, isn't it, that the most essential element in life is also the one most underestimated. But without water, nothing flows. Without hydration, even the best food, the most potent minerals, cannot reach where they are needed. The road is blocked. The body becomes stiff. The legs begin to cramp. You see, circulation is not just about the heart. It is not just about the blood vessels. It is about movement of nutrients, of energy, of waste. And water is the vehicle that allows all of this movement to happen. When your body is dehydrated, it becomes like a riverbed that has gone dry. The minerals sit there, unused. The blood thickens. The messages from the brain slow down. Muscles begin to misfire. This is why a cramp can appear suddenly, even when you've eaten the right foods. Because what you consume is only half the equation. The other half is whether your body is able to deliver. Think of this. Every muscle in your body needs a continuous supply of oxygen and minerals. Every cell relies on water to maintain its structure, to absorb what it needs, and to eliminate what it doesn't. Now imagine going through your day, sweating, breathing, moving, without replacing what you've lost. Slowly, silently, the balance begins to shift. A little more fluid leaves than comes in. You may not notice it at first. But then your legs begin to feel heavy. You feel tightness in your calves. And eventually, a cramp, sharp, sudden, immobilizing. This is not bad luck. It is simply the body running out of fluid to function. The solution, again, is not complicated, but it requires awareness. Drinking water is not something to do only when thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, your body has already been dehydrated for some time. You must learn to drink with presence, with rhythm. Start your day with water, not with coffee, not with distraction. Water in the morning reminds your body that circulation must begin now, that the system must awaken, that flow must be restored, and not just any water. Pure water, yes, but also water enriched with natural minerals. Coconut water, for example, is not only hydrating but rich in potassium and electrolytes. A pinch of natural sea salt in warm water can also help bring balance back. These are simple practices, but their effects are deep. A well-hydrated body moves with ease. Muscles remain relaxed. Tissue stays supple, and your legs carry you, not with strain, but with steadiness. It is important to understand that hydration is not isolated from the rest of the body's functions. It is the silent partner of every system. The nervous system communicates faster. The digestive system absorbs more efficiently. The cardiovascular system pumps with less effort, all because of one simple act: drinking enough water and drinking it consciously. Especially when it comes to leg strength, proper hydration ensures that nutrients from foods like bananas, spinach, and sweet potatoes are delivered to the muscles efficiently. Without this delivery system, even the best diet falls short. When the legs cramp, it is often because the message to relax has failed to arrive. It is a failure of communication within the body, and the carrier of that message, whether electrical or chemical, is water. Think of your body as a vast network of roads. If the roads are dry and cracked, travel becomes slow. If they are flooded or blocked, nothing arrives on time. Hydration keeps these roads clear. It maintains the speed and accuracy of every signal, every movement. This is why athletes are always told to stay hydrated. But hydration is not only for athletes. It is for every person who wants to walk without pain, to sleep without spasms, to live without the constant discomfort of cramping muscles. Especially as the body ages, the ability to hold and distribute water decreases. So we must become more mindful, not less. We must drink not only when we remember, but because we know. Because we understand what is at stake. You may already be eating well, you may already be moving your body with care, but if you do not drink enough, all those efforts become limited. The body cannot perform without fluid, muscles cannot heal, toxins cannot leave, and strength becomes inconsistent. Hydration, then, is not a small detail. It is the foundation that allows every other effort to succeed. Drink water as if it matters, because it does. Because it does. Drink not with distraction, but with presence. Feel it nourishing you, cleansing you, supporting you. Let each sip remind you that strength is not just built, it is maintained, And water is how you maintain it quietly, consistently, every single day. When people speak about nutrition, the focus is often on what we eat. Lists of foods, vitamins, minerals, superfoods. These are all useful, but there is a deeper layer that most overlook. It is not only about what enters the body, but how it enters. Not only about the food, but the state of the person eating it. If your mind is not present while you eat, your body cannot fully receive the nourishment. This is not a poetic idea. It is a biological reality. Digestion begins long before the food reaches your stomach. It begins in the mind, in the breath, in the posture, and in the awareness you bring to the act of eating. The body responds to attention. When you eat with presence, your nervous system shifts into a state of calm. It is called the parasympathetic state, rest and digest. Only in this state can your body properly break down food, absorb nutrients, and distribute them where they are needed. But when you eat in a hurry, when your mind is elsewhere, when you are scrolling, standing, driving, arguing, your body remains in stress mode. In that state, digestion slows, nutrient absorption decreases. Even the best foods cannot give you what they are meant to give. The minerals you need to prevent cramps, the energy your legs need for strength, these get lost in the noise. So the first lesson is, eat with awareness. Before you take a bite, pause. Look at your food, smell it, breathe. Let your body know that nourishment is coming. This one moment of stillness will change how your body receives what you eat. It will allow your muscles to truly absorb the magnesium, the potassium, the calcium. It will allow your nervous system to calm. And it will prevent the tension that accumulates when the body feels rushed. Many people do not connect the mind to the muscle. They believe the body is mechanical. Eat this, do that, and results will follow. But the body is not a machine. It is a living system influenced by thought, emotion, and rhythm. If you eat with anger, with anxiety, or with distraction, that emotion becomes part of the meal and it interferes with digestion. Over time, it creates tension, and that tension settles in the body, often in the legs, where energy is stored and movement begins. This is why cramps often occur when the mind is burdened. The body mirrors the inner conflict. To strengthen your legs, you must also soften your mind. You must learn to eat not as a task, but as a practice. Sit down, chew slowly, taste your food, let go of urgency. These small actions bring the body into harmony, and harmony allows for better flow of blood oxygen, of nutrients. It allows your legs to recover faster. It allows cramps to disappear not just temporarily, but permanently. The ancient masters always said, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you eat with care, you will move with care. If you eat with gratitude, you will live with gratitude. And when you move through life with that kind of presence, the body responds. It becomes lighter, more agile, more resilient. The legs stop feeling heavy. The joints feel supported. You begin to walk differently. Not just physically, but mentally, with more clarity, with less effort. Do not rush your meals. Do not treat food as a side activity. Treat it as a form of training. Just as you would train your body in the gym or in practice, train your awareness at the table. The table is where discipline begins. It is where you teach your body to receive fully. A person who eats with mindfulness builds not only physical strength, but inner stability. And that stability radiates into every part of their life. Even the foods we have already discussed, bananas, spinach, sweet potatoes, they become more powerful when eaten with intention. The potassium in a banana enters more deeply when the body is relaxed. The magnesium in spinach is absorbed more completely when the digestive system is active and calm. The energy in a sweet potato becomes sustained fuel rather than a quick spike. The same food, eaten with a different state of mind, produces a different result. So if you are truly committed to preventing cramps, to strengthening your legs, and to feeling stable in your body, then this step is not optional. It is essential. Learn to bring your full presence to every meal, with full presence to every meal. Let eating become a meditation, not a distraction, not a race, but a sacred moment of connection between you and your body. You will find that over time, your digestion improves, your energy stabilizes, and your legs carry you not only farther, but with peace, with lightness, and without pain. Because the strength you seek is not built only in what you eat, but in how you choose to receive it.